uh, uh. Oh yeah, that's right. I fell asleep here. I wonder what's showing on TV. Maybe I'll just stick around to watch that for a bit. And today we have an interview with a very special guest. Say, guest, would you like to introduce yourself? Sure. Hey everyone. I'm sure a lot of you guys already know me, but I'm Superhero. That's right. We have Superhero here for an interview. So, Superhero, let's talk about that name. This looks like it's going to be interesting. So, Superhero, why do you go by the name Superhero? I mean, when you think superhero, you think of a label, but you never really consider it to be an actual superhero name. So do you want to talk a bit about that? Yeah. I call myself Superhero because it's meant to be a symbol. I'm here to show the world that anyone can be a superhero. My race of people, they're very strong. You live really long lifespans. None of them ever really considered how their abilities could be used to help others. So I decided to do it. I decided to be a superhero. I mean, there's nothing special about me. I'm just a regular guy. I may be considered powerful to some, but that's just because of my genetics, because of the species I am, you know? So I call myself Superhero to show the world, the universe, that anyone can wear a costume and be a superhero and try to fight and make the world a better place. Anyone can go out and do the dirty work that others don't want to do to make the world a safer place. Anyone can do that, and that's what I'm doing right now by taking on this mask, putting on this costume. So that's why I call myself Superhero. Show the world that anyone can be a superhero. Ooh, inspiring. And you talked a bit about your past. You want to talk a little bit more about that? Where you came from? What led you to start down on this journey? Yes, I come from a race of very powerful people. And actually, I used to be a biologist, and that's what led me to understand just how powerful our species are compared to many others in the universe. So, I donned this mask and this costume, and on our planet, I made it my duty to make our planet a safer place. Even if I just did little things, doesn't matter. I made it my duty to be the one to make our planet just that little bit safer. And how did you go about doing this, making your planet just a little bit safer? Just by doing little things. An old woman was crossing the road, I would offer to help her. If she accepted, I'd help her. If she didn't, then I wouldn't help her. So people would sometimes deny your help. Yeah, but I mean, that's okay. When I was operating just on my planet, my people are very capable, so oftentimes they didn't need my help, and that's okay. I don't have the right to force my sense of justice on people. I don't have the right to force what I think will be helpful to people on people. We all have free will, But me, I just help out when I can. Help out those who need my help. Help out those who accept my help. Part of being a superhero is doing good, but you also don't want to force what you think is good onto people, because then that makes you from superhero to tyrant, and that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to be a superhero, not a tyrant. I'm not here to force anything, I'm just here to help out. And if people accept my help, cool. If people don't accept my help, that's cool as well. And when did you leave your home planet and start operating in other planets and in other parts of the galaxy and the universe? This random guy I saved, actually. Well, I didn't really save him. I offered him help, but he didn't need it. But he did tell me, you may not really be needed here, but the rest of the universe may need you. Why don't you go out there and help them out? We'll miss you, but you can come back anytime. And I took his words to heart, and yeah, I decided to voyage out into the universe off my planet. and I'd say it was worth it. There are plenty of other species that are a lot less capable than mine. So yes, lots of other planets needed me a lot more than my own planet. And that's okay. Wow. And what would you say to people who are aspiring to make a difference or be superheroes? Then I'd say, go for it. Anyone could be a superhero wherever they are. But I will say this. Part of the job is being willing to do things that the majority would be unwilling to do. And it can sometimes be a dangerous journey as well. So don't be surprised if you ever find yourself in danger or getting hurt. But also, do not force anything on anyone. Do not force people to be saved by you if they do not want to be saved by you. Do not force people to do something because you think it'll be good for them. Do not force anyone to do anything. We all have free will at the end of the day, and that goes for you. If you want to be a superhero, go for it. But if you don't want to be a superhero, and you're not willing to get your hands dirty and do the things people aren't willing to do, like stand up for the big bully, that's okay too. We all have free will at the end of the day. That's interesting what you said about the whole free will thing and not forcing what you think is good on people. Do you feel like that can get a bit dicey, you know? I mean, what if there's someone who wants to take their own life and you try to talk them out of it, but they say they don't want to be saved? Are you just gonna let them? As sad as it is, yes, that is the price of free will. You let people make their own decisions, but yes, if I do encounter someone who's planning on taking their own life, I will try my best to talk them out of it. But at the end of the day, the choice is theirs, not mine. Wow, that's deep. That's deep. And superhero, I know you're like really old. You've been around for like millions of years. You've been around since before most of us, even me and most of us watching this, were even born. Is there anything about the past that you'd like to share or maybe contributed to you being a superhero? Something about the past I'd like to share. I will say this, and I think it's important for all of us to know this. The universe, as it appears now, is not exactly what it seems. As a matter of fact, the universe, as it appears now, you could almost say is built on blood. Very long ago, this entity, I can't even fully comprehend it, but all I know about him is he wanted nothing more than to bring chaos to this universe. And he damn near succeeded. I was a kid when it happened, and I still remember it like it was yesterday. He could do almost anything he wanted. He could warp reality, time, however he wanted. It was scary. The cosmos, outer space, was literally bathed in blood. You think outer space is very bright and colorful and beautiful now? Before he came, it used to be even more colorful and beautiful. I don't think anyone knew where he came from, but we all knew he was a problem and he had to be stopped. Can't remember exactly how he was stopped, but I think it had to do with some magic spell sealing him out of our reality or something. Needless to say, from what I've heard, that spell that's sealing him away from our reality is eroding, and he will be back. Which is why I encourage you. Anyone who wants to be a superhero, wants to make the world a safer place, go out and do it now, before it's too late. Because he's coming back soon. I can sense it. So, want to be a superhero? Want to make the world a safer place? Go out and do it. Because when he returns, we're gonna need as many as we can. So do it now, before he returns, before he comes back. And that's it for our interview with Superhero. If you enjoyed that, watch the rest of our interviews that we've done with previous people on the show. Now, goodbye, folks. Whoa, he clearly wasn't done talking. It's like they silenced him. But what he said was, wow, that's certainly something to wake up to watch. Free will. He certainly has a point about that. We can't force our will on people. We can try our best to convince them of it, but we can't force it. In fact, we shouldn't be able to force it. How have I not thought of that before? I mean, I'm a big believer in free will. And being a superhero. I mean, I definitely think there are some worlds and planets out there that could need me. I mean, I have an elastic body. That's something not many people have. And I guess that would give me an advantage in a fight. And you said something, some entity's coming. What's coming? Whatever it is, it's definitely taught me something. I'm gonna try my best to be the better person. Whenever I see a bully, I'm gonna try my best to stand up to him and do what not everyone's willing to do. Yeah, because that is part of helping people. When you do the tasks people aren't willing to do that help make the world a better place, that is part of helping people. And maybe once you do that task, you can show the people how to do it so they can know how to do it themselves. This is a lot. I think I'm gonna go take a walk now.